time in a million been trillion for shillion years, we ain't never heard a case ever like this in our life where someone, just because they were induced on some type of drug, got away with unaliving someone. Never. That's not an excuse.
There's no excuse, but sometimes it pays to be a white woman in America. Let's just say I'm gonna lay it out.
That's the real reason. That's the real reason.
32, 33-year-old, whatever age she is now. What's her name? BRYN SPEJCHER. You gotta pop
SPEJCHER.
When we edit it, type the name on the bottom because BRYN SPEJCHER. Audiologist.
Just spit when you say her name. BRYN SPEJCHER.
An audiologist in California has walked free from unaliving somebody, and what the prosecutor of that particular Ventura County said was the most heinous crime and unaliving that she ever prosecuted. She walked away with 2 years probation and 100-hour community service. Bro, I got 100-hour community service for stealing some candy out of school one time, and she unalived the man.
Bro, the first time I was arrested, I was 11 years old. I broke in a car and got 500 hours community service, bro.
She not your ass.
You know what I'm saying? So make this make sense, please. I broke into a car at 11 years old, 500 hours community service. She took someone's life.
Let's get right into it. So this white lady, BRYN SPEJCHER, she met this dude, accountant named Chad O'Malley, all their names confusing for me to pronounce, so just put like titles on the bottom. But she met this dude back in 2018 at a dog park in Ventura County. I won't say that's California.
Shout out the dogs.
Shout out the dog. So she met this dude, they hit it off pretty right. The dad say for sure, from the time they met to the time of the unaliving, they spent a considerable amount of time together. But May 2018, this particular night, she went to Chad, 1000 Oak Cliff apartment in California to go spend some time, hang out and do what they do. So they had a good idea, which is, a lot of people do it. They said, let's go ahead and get high and smoke some marijuana. So they got high, they put the marijuana in the bong, went up. But for some reason, once they got high, she tweaked out and shanked this man over 100 times, 108 to be exact. Shanked this man over 100 times to his unaliving moment. When the police got there the next morning, they say they walked into Chad O'Malley in a pool of blood and her screaming hysterically with the weapon still in her hand. And once she seen them, she went ham and started shaking herself. Police said they used.
I think she hit the dog too, though.
I think she also stabbed her.
At the scene of the killing, officers reported finding Amelia dead, and SPEJCHER screaming hysterically,
so police
still
said
holding the knife,
stop her, they hit her with the taser,
SPEJCHER
hit
faced
her
up
with
to
the
4
baton a
years
few
in prison,
times to
plus
try to
sentencing
calm her
enhancement.
down, get the
judge
weapon out of her
said,
hand,
given the facts of the case,
locked this lady up and took her down to the county to where she was booked for the emerald, which is unaliving of Chad O'Malley.
Which she needs to be in a psych ward.
Which in California, that's a PBL punishment. Punishable by life. But some way, somehow, she got the charges dropped from the emerald unaliving to involuntary manslaughter, which only carry a max of 5 years in California.
Can I say something?
Yes.
They might be skipping a little bit ahead, but I gotta get this off my chest.
Get off.
His pops, bruh, in the interview, bruh. Shout out to his pops, bruh.
Sean O'Malley.
For being a real man, right? We see what's going on with this younger generation of men. You feel me? They're very vulnerable. They're very accepting of women, treating them harshly. They're very accepting of women having a lot of bodies, not unaliving people, but bodies by smashing. You know what I'm saying? This younger generation of men are just accepting any type of woman. Why? They're very lonely, and all of the women are going for the top 1%, That's why they getting dogged out, and then they treat the average man like a dog. You know what I'm saying? Even the ones that treat women right. Not all, but let's be honest, majority. You feel me? But in an interview, his pops was saying like, you could tell something wasn't right. It wasn't like, hey, this happened out of nowhere because of some cannabinoid, whatever excuse they came up with. BS.
I'm gonna give y'all those.
BS.
I'm gonna give y'all those.
BS. Right? It wasn't because of this. She already had a whole probably a bajillion issues, daddy issues, all type of crazy stuff that she was going through.
This is just us speculating for entertainment purposes.
Entertainment purposes only. Yeah. Allegedly, you know how they say that. But realistically, allegedly, for real. She already had issues and was already going through some things, and his pops was basically like, come on now, look what you dealing with type of stuff. Is this really what you want to be with? And he always went up to bat for her, trying to defend her like, no, she only did it because of this. No, she only act like that because of this. No, because if this didn't happen, she wouldn't have responded. You feel me? So she was already showing attributes that she wasn't mentally stable. I'm not going to say she was mentally insane because I'm not giving her a pass for what she did. But we're saying that she obviously was taking advantage of some white pride.
Yeah, she took full advantage of that. And that judge, David Worley, went forward and took the bait and gave her that pass.
Can I add one more thing, bro? Between me and him, back in our younger days, we used to be doing a lot of this, right? A whole lot of this.
Yeah, say just back when we younger days.
You know what I'm saying? A whole lot of this back in our younger days. With a whole lot of people that was doing this too. You feel me? Have you ever seen anybody act like this?
I ain't never tweak out like that unless that particular day they might have spiced it up with something that we don't know about. Cause I seen people twack out on that thing called K2. But never on no marijuana. Like that there.
It ain't no way, bro. Because okay. Tell the story, bro. Tell the story.
So she got arrested back in 2018, and during this trial process, medical examiners can't say they came up with, they put an excuse and called it a cannabis-induced psychotic disorder was the reason why they say she did what she did. And that's how they got the thing dropped from a felony 1 punishable by life, unaliving, to an involuntary manslaughter.
How, bro? So that's no excuse, bro. I've never heard this in a million years, bro. Come on, man. It don't matter if you drunk, high, on any type of thing that alters your mind. They don't care. I done seen people on acid in prison that unalive people and called the death penalty. How? So how is this any different? It don't make no sense. It's one thing that made this case different.
Yeah. It's a Casey Anthony type of person, but let's keep on going though. So they got it dropped down to that. So during the trial, of course, the jury found this lady guilty within 4 hours. Yeah, you're guilty for doing what you did. The prosecutor, the jury, everyone said, at least give her the max. That judge, David Worley, sat up there and said, no, we're not giving her the max.
What is the whole point of going to trial with a jury if that's the case? What's the point?
We're not just not going to give you the max. We're going to let you walk free today. Right now, you're done with 2 years probation and mother effing 100 hours of community service, which this man and me myself have both committed, in my opinion, lesser crimes.
100% fact, a lesser crime.
100% fact, lesser crime.
They found her guilty for what charge?
Involuntary manslaughter.
What? Meaning what? You don't whack somebody.
She shanked this man 108 times and also shanked the puppy.
And I got a car burglary at 11 years old and caught 500 community hours, bro. 500, bro.
And I caught an armed burglary at 21 years old and caught 3,650 days in the pen. And she caught less community service time than I caught time.
And no one was unalive in our situation.
Nobody. But hold on.
But California is a messed up state, man.
Shit lame as
see what they governor doing. Weird ass dude.
Shout out to Ron DeSantis. Fuck what y'all talking about.
For real.
And here go the super slap in the face. So she walked free, but she come back and say, oh, hell no.
She's spiteful as fuck.
She said, this not enough. Let me go back a little bit.
She shouldn't be charged with none of this, is what she's saying.
That's what she's saying. But the father, Sean O'Malley, he's hurt. You got some of the quotes that some of the stuff he said.
Man, bro.
He's hurt.
Yeah, man.
Because during this whole process, he done lost his son.
Bro, I ain't even got no kids.
And then he lost the mother of his son because she committed an unaliving on herself because she couldn't took losing her son like that.
Bruh.
So she took her own life.
I ain't got no kids and I feel this man's pain, bruh. Do you understand what I'm saying?
I understand.
And she walked away free, bruh.
Walked away free. But now imagine this man also lost his woman, the mother of his child, because she took herself because she couldn't take
whole family gone because of this woman. And now her spiteful behind says she don't even want to do no community service or probation.
Nothing. She is back right now on appeal. And both of her representatives, Michael Goldstein and Robert Short, said, okay, listen, yeah, we do disagree with the guilty verdict because it was a cannabis-induced psychiatric disorder, but we do feel like the sentence was appropriate. But according to California, you can come back on appeal with no risk of getting more time. She can either go down or stay there. So she back on appeal right now, trying to tell him I should be guilty of nothing.
Let me read some quotes real quick, man. This is word for word what his father said.
Told reporters.
She unalived somebody and she is serving no prison time for that. And even that's not good enough for her.
I mean, come on, man. What else could it be?
He also said he never saw BRYN SPEJCHER for who or what she is.
A cold-blooded shanker.
His son repeatedly made excuses for that woman. Oh wait, cause she was always crazy, bruh. She always had some type of psychological issue, not the kind that goes on meds for her to walk away not guilty by reasonable insanity. The kind that she just got daddy issues, you know what I'm saying?
So what kind of judge could sit there and say, here go a second chance? That's why people try to say that the justice system ain't fucked up. The justice system is completely fucked up.
It's crooked.
There's no way in hell you could walk in, this is I thought, you could walk in this courtroom and say you shanked this man 100 times.
And
then shake yourself.
Guilty. You was found
guilty. And you get to go free today. Get the fuck out of here. Let's keep it real. How? And the justice system ain't fucked up. I don't care if it's California, Florida, Idaho, Mexico, or Toronto. That's bullshit. That's bullshit. If one of us or one of y'all would have did that, you're done.
Bruh, you might get sentenced to the death penalty depending on what state this is. You feel me?
Come on, man. I mean,
but life is mandatory. Mandatory, you catching life. They're not dropping no M1 charge to a manslaughter. They not doing that in Florida. You're behind this, bruh. And they found her guilty. I mean, and the judge say, "I'm not sending her to prison." Bruh, this is the most mind-blowing thing. So a lot of people don't know that charges is on a point system.
Yep.
So let's say it dropped to a manslaughter. The minimum points is gonna say she has to go to prison. The minimum points is gonna say she has to go to prison.
At least do 30.
And he said, hey, I'm taking laws into my own hands. We're waiving the prison sentence even though the jury found her 100% guilty of this charge.
Everybody asked for the max, at least the 5. But not even that. Everybody like, let's give her the max. No. So this father had to sit there and watch his son get unalive, the lady walk free, watch his baby mama lose her life, take her own life, and she walked free. Now she's back in court again, trying to get everything just wiped away and said, listen, I shouldn't be found guilty at all. alcohol.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. Sometimes I be feeling like I'm living in like some Twilight world, bro.
Gotta be like, bro.
Cause some of this just don't add up, bro.
Like, I would keep it true. I'm not no cannabis automonologist, but I done smoked some cannabis back in my day and never have I once seen somebody twerk out like that on cannabis. And these people who ran the tests on this cannabis found nothing laced. Because I do know they're lacing a lot of these drugs these days with nonsense. But this was a straight grade.
That's BS, bro.
And she got cannabis-induced psychotic disorder.
Realistically, allegedly, that's BS.
That's
bro.
BS about everybody else that was induced. Even when people drive drunk and unalive somebody, they catch time. 10 years, 15 years, 20 years. And you got to say that's a complete accident. Hey, I was, you know what I'm saying, and I, boom, boom, boom. But she shanked the man 108 times. What, you fully tweaked out. You are a menace of all menaces to society. I can't have you out here. I really can't even have you in the chain gang with all these shanks. Because you might shank somebody in death if you come across the wrong bat or something. I mean, hey. But hey, in the words of Charlemagne the God, Judge David Worley, you have to have the donkey of the day right now. There's no way around that.
Nah, man.
There's no way around
1 plus 1 is 2, bro.
Every time.
This ain't adding up, bro.
It ain't.
It's not adding up.
Some people.
You done broke the law. You done said you was out of your mind because of a drug that don't even make you out of your mind.
Marijuana? No, man. This is the one thing that saved her. That judge, yes, he was a white woman. That's the only thing, in my opinion.
Literally.
That's just my opinion. That's just what I think.
She went in there throwing up Masonic symbols. She went in there.
I heard about that. I ain't finna get into that.
But she went in there doing something, bruh. Bruh. Or he's related, or he's smashing the mama, or something gotta be going on, bruh. There's no way, bruh.
Well, he just a racist, prejudiced prick. I just keeping it real with you. I mean,
That's
I can say.
That's something, though. That's something.
I can't
Something's
see that.
going on.
A judge sitting there and say, okay, boom, boom, boom. Okay, you. Okay.
You got a picture of the judge?
Nah, we can find it.
We're gonna post him. We're gonna see if what color he is,
He
man.
might sue us.
We're not gonna post him.
Man, we can still whoop him. Ain't no big deal, you know what I'm saying? Allegedly, we might get off anyway, who knows? If he the judge, you might be like, you know what, guys? We was high on marijuana, so fuck it, let me go. But fuck them.
Straight up, I had a cannabinoid.
Cannabinoid outbreak, but I do feel for the dad, Sean O'Malley, because he has to go through all this. He lost his son, lost his, I don't know if it's his wife or not, but that was definitely his baby mom.
Bruh.
He lost these people.
This just set the precedence for more people saying, I was so blazed out of my mind, bro. I don't remember, I don't recall.
So, in my opinion, that this makes sense. You have to release these people who was on crack.
So everybody that was on weed that committed the crime, y'all might
that was
well
on
be
meth,
free.
that was on crack,
that
was on all these other type of drugs when they committed these crimes. Let these people go, like Moses said. Because, hey, they had a psychotic disorder. They had an episode. This man ran into this man's house and stole a VCR because he was high on crack. I mean, it makes sense to me. From anybody else.
Bruh, stay free, stay out of prison, lower recidivism, bruh.
Say no to drugs.
First and foremost.